Start streaming. Okay, I think we should be live. Let me know in the chat, as always, if the audio is picking up, stuff like that. This is Patrick.
Hello.
Now you can let us know if his mic works also. So Patrick does basically all the case testing and writes a lot of the case reviews, especially the build sections. So a lot of people in our audience think that literally everybody who works here, his name's Patrick, except for me. I can assure you his name is actually Patrick, but also everybody else's name is Patrick.
No. If you've ever seen anybody at a show and called them Patrick, you're wrong, but it's fine. So.
Yes, there have been a lot of people who came up to me at LTX. They're like, oh yeah, I didn't get a chance to meet you at X trade show, but I got to meet Patrick. And it's like, Patrick wasn't at that show, but okay. Must have been Keegan or Ryan. All right, so is chat working? Mic works. Okay, everyone says the mics work. Patrick's mic is working. And then someone else says his mic does work. His mic works. Okay, chat's great. So basically, this is just going to be an easy stream. No liquid nitrogen overclocking today, probably. We have a table full of parts we bought in the SCG e-market in Shenzhen, which is, so the e-market's in Huaqiangbei, which is in Shenzhen in China. And we just uploaded that video. It's actually one of the more fun videos I've worked on in a while, so I would really encourage you to check it out. I'll post a link in chat. You can open it up and pause it and watch it later or something. But that is the video where we picked out all the parts, and today we're going to actually build it and see if it works. So we have not tested any of these parts.
Yeah, I haven't seen half of them. I wasn't on that trip, so I saw this drive for the first time the other day.
Yeah, me too, actually. I didn't open it on the trip. Yes, what were your impressions of the RAMs to SSD?
Well, Andrew thought maybe it was empty and that it was just an aluminum housing, so that's a really good start. It's not empty.
Andrew, we'll you mean Patrick?
Yeah, I mean other Patrick, the 3D modeling Patrick.
That's right.
So there is something in there. We'll see whether it actually works or not.
Yeah. So I guess the parts list, someone asked in chat how much it is. So we listed the parts by price as we could throughout that video, but from memory, we paid about $60 US for this case, which we actually just finished filming a review for. So check back for the review of that in the next few days. Do you want to show everyone the modification you did to the case? We can get a close-up of that.
That's a very generous way of describing that.
Patrick had to do some case modding.
Ready for?
Oh, you can also see how it comes apart.
I think I put it together back too well for it to fall apart comedically on camera.
Nice.
Nice. This is the.
This is what. There was a sticker on this that said tempered glass.
There's also a sticker that said that you're supposed to take the bottom off first, apparently. So.
Oh, is that what it said, Andrew?
Yeah. There's actual directions on how to disassemble this.
Okay.
But yeah, here's my case modification. To be fair, it's only because we have an extra wide GPU that we use for case testing that would not fit in here without a little tweaking.
Yes. Yeah, the MSI card we used was too big for that. So anyway, as we get into this, I'll take some questions in chat. I see a few about the build I'll answer. And we'll take the super chats as always. I'll read all of them during this stream. So if you send a super chat in, I'll read it. It might be on a 30 to 60 minute delay. We're probably gonna run closer to 30 this time, just because we're gonna be working on stuff while doing those. So send your super chats, and if you want to support or you have a question that you definitely want to get seen, I will read normal chat as much as I can as well. And also, these shirts, the wireframe shirt, the limited foil wireframe shirt, are low at this point. We are expecting to run out of our allocation this week. So if you want to pick one up, go to store.gamersnexus.net, order the wireframe shirt, and then I'll try and shout out some of the orders during the stream. No guarantees that I'll shout it out, but I will get to as many of those as I can if you pick something up during the stream today. And let's start with a super chat from Zeta, one of our Discord moderators and longtime Patreon backer. Zeta said, $2, thank you, first of all, said, put the 1060 Blaze It and the clear power supply in it. I know I have the 1060 Blaze It that he sent.
I have the clear power supply.
You
it's
have
in
the
my
power
house.
supply.
I put it in the previous Xeon trash pewter from. I think we had that in the video, right?
What?
The trash pewter.
Oh, maybe.
That we were going to use for testing
and then
sketchy components.
Yeah. This is one of our Discord moderators. He calls it the 1060 Blaze It. Oh, that is not super secure. So the story of this was sent to us by a viewer. Thank you, Zeta. I do want to do something with this. I just don't know what. And he basically had. So Zeta, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I'll keep an eye on chat. But I think this went through his oven no fewer than 4 times. There's
like a paper label on there, right? It's kind of yellowed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's because it was. It had like a solder issue. I guess he basically did the reflowing solder approach through an oven, and I think it failed the first. Like it failed after a while the first couple times, and then it still works after the last one more than a year later. And he threw a Scythe aftermarket cooler on there with that tiny, super skinny fan.
Yeah,
check out how skinny that fan is.
If we had issues with a normal MSI GPU cooler fitting in this case, I'm not sure the Blaze It's gonna clear the side panel.
Yeah, but that was the 1060 Blaze It, as Zeta called it, that he sent in. We do need to do something with that one day. So yeah, PC parts and questions that we have. How late am I? Someone says, not very late, we just started. Let me get a couple of these questions. So someone asked how you modded it. I don't know if we answered that already.
Oh, we showed it, but I didn't say it. I cut a hole in it. Basically, this part of the case angles in, and the PCB of the GPU we use.
Did you just use those wire cutters?
No, I used the proper cutting, a Dremel or something. No, I used the wire cutters.
Well, I think it tells you like something about the strength of that steel. This is what was used to cut that hole.
Yeah,
right?
that and some pliers. But
yeah, so
they have screwdriver cutouts there, so I didn't actually take out that much steel.
Yes, not particularly strong anyway. Let's see. Oh, someone asked about, is that 2 intake fans?
Yes. Well,
do you want to walk them through like the cooling on this?
This is the bottom panel, which is very nice mesh with like less than a centimeter of clearance probably off of the table.
It's bad, yeah.
And there is an intake fan down there that pulls through that mesh. And then on the top, there is this intake fan and a pane of glass. That's about it. These are some holes here technically, and there's some cracks around the edges here, but mostly this is for decoration because there's no way any air would get in through there.
No, and it just kind of recirculates the air, these front fans.
Yeah.
And for people commenting on like the cut and like how it looks, it doesn't matter. We were just trying to fit the video card in for the review.
I'm deeply offended.
It did not need to look good. Yes, I have Dremels. No, we did not need them for this.
Steve was out of town.
I was out of town, yeah.
I went with the manual approach.
Okay, so yeah, that's some of the case. There are questions about how much was it. So I've linked the video below for our Shenzhen market tour. It's really cool. I had a lot of fun working on that one. We actually, so back in March when we did all those factory tours that everyone liked, I went with Andrew to this place and we got some preliminary footage, but we ran into the problem where the guards really don't want you filming there. So Andrew and I got a lot of footage of the first floor, and then we kept getting told to stop as we went up. Keegan and I went back in May. We had the opposite problem. We couldn't film on the first floor there. We got stopped on the way down. So we finally pieced together the 2 different trips, and all the parts we bought here were from the May trip, and then some of the footage was from the March trip. So the pricing was, it was like $60 for that,
You haggled on that though.
A little bit, yeah, not too much. I didn't really I didn't barter too much on any of this, as I said in the video, because we were inconveniencing people by being really slow. Like, I mean, my Mandarin is only really good enough to say I want to buy that. Like, can we take the case panel off? How much does it cost? And when they're trying to tell you all the other stuff, like I have to go to the warehouse to get it, it's going to take me 30 minutes. That just saying that takes like 10 minutes to convey. So we don't really try to haggle on price because, you know, we're slowing everything down. But yeah, I got $6 off on that though, with the fans combined with it. So
The handle works now too.
oh, is it fixed now?
Because there's nothing in it. If it was a few pounds heavier,
yeah.
the handle wouldn't work.
Right. And then the motherboard, the CPU, and the RAM. The CPU, I think, came out to $50-something. The RAM was 90 RMB each, 90 RMB to USD.
That's $26.70.
Yeah, so it's $12.80 per stick of RAM. We got 2 sticks of RAM, and it's ECC 1600 megahertz. It's DDR3, 8 gigabytes, 16 total gigabytes. What did you say that was?
2670.
E5 2670.
Yeah.
And that was in the 50s for pricing. And then the motherboard, I can't remember. It was 300 RMB, I think, which is $43 US or so, roughly. Now, anyway. So yeah, that's most of the pricing. The video card was the most expensive. It was 100 and something US. SSD was like 20 bucks US. And the cooling fan for the Nintendo Switch we got for Andrew, but you know, Andrew, you keep forgetting this here. I don't know.
You know, those are 80mm fans.
Yeah,
you can install
we
them
could
in
use
here.
them in there. Those might be smaller than 80. All right, let's start this build, I guess.
Okay.
So, what do we want to like talk
here.
about some of the parts? I guess I'll let you unbox some of it, and we can start looking at it.
Okay.
And I will. Oh, Steve, I was amazed by the price of the 2080 NVIDIA. Yeah, how much total? I don't know. I just gave all the individual prices. Someone had it up. The 2080 Ti Lightning. Yeah, there you go. And in Shenzhen was insane. The price was so high. So this is a Ramsta SSD.
Yeah. Oh, this is in Chinese.
I had not heard of this company before, but you can buy this in the US for a lot more than we spent for it in China. There's one seller of it, 240 gigabyte SSD, allegedly 240 gigabytes. The rest of the parts are pretty legit. Let's see. I guess let's do the motherboard.
Okay.
And then some super chats came in. Omadi, CLP 1000, thank you. No question or anything, just wanted to say hi. Hi, thank you for the support. Doctor Who 8675309 donated $666. He just had an IO shield.
Yeah.
And said, I have a structured settlement and need cash now. What do I do?
Call JG Wentworth.
Call JG Wentworth. Deep fried lettuce. I'm sure you can get that here. $5, thank you. Have you seen an iGo Yogo M1 around in China? I have not. I'm not even. Let me look that up. They say, oh, interesting. They say it looks like a Meshify ripoff, except the front panel isn't actually mesh. Here it is, Patrick. This is the case that person's talking about.
That looks like a Meshify ripoff, except the front panel
It's
isn't actually
plastic.
mesh. I would be interested if...
I'm going to keep that open. Maybe we can buy it.
Yeah, maybe that pattern is the same as the one they use on the Meshify cases.
And also, to be fair, it's really difficult to say which one ripped off the other one. A lot of the time, molds and tooling from the factories that aren't exclusively owned by one company, they can end up being shared by a couple companies. So, let's see a couple more. Lars Hansen, DK20, thank you. Love your videos. Keep up the good work. We will try to do that. Thanks. Sean Dowd, $10. Heart from Sharkins. Thank you. Serpent XSF, $5. Those fans look like they will die after about a year. Game Station, is that a PlayStation ripoff? love the tours you guys do. I need a Gundam model. Well, you can get Gundam models for sure, and Keegan got a really good one in Japan. And then as far as the game station,
It's 8-bit NES TV game console, classic games collection.
yeah, so it does say NES TV, but it's called Game Station. So I haven't turned it on yet.
I think I might have plugged it in, but it's composite output only. So I'm the only one in the office with the composite capture card, so I'm the only one that can see what it's capable of.
I will say it's as light as it looks. I mean,
Yeah. What size is
there's nothing in there.
a real PlayStation? It seems like
It's bigger than that, I think.
Yeah.
But also, I'm pretty sure this. I mean, you can see the PCB in there. The PCB is that big. It might be a Raspberry Pi, because there's vent holes here and here, and you can see straight through them. So that's the game station we bought. This was the only thing I picked up for the most part that was just looked kind of like garbage. Most of the PC parts they're real PC parts. So yeah, that's that for the person asking about the game station. And Jonathan Landau, $3.99, thank you. Is long hair a requirement at GN? Love your videos. Yes.
it was, but Andrew keeps cutting his. So. And Josh cut his too.
Oh yeah, that's
So,
right.
Not anymore.
Okay, let's.
Want to show this off?
Yes, let's. Did you get a shot of this already, Andrew? So here's the CPU cooler we picked up. I don't remember exactly what I paid. I want to say 15 bucks. This is a CN326 Extreme, which, let me look up.
Advocate environmental protection and energy saving.
Where does it say that on the box?
On the box.
We saw that on a few things actually. So this one is, no, I don't want novelty keychain. What is it? CN326 Extreme. It is not popping up on AliExpress, but it was about 15 bucks from memory. So it looks like a real cooler. I mean, it's got a pretty dense fin stack. I picked it up just because it had the painted top, which, I mean, that's kind of cool. It's different. I couldn't find open loop cooling. I tried really hard.
Comes with this fan. Seems pretty normal.
Which does look pretty normal, yeah. So that's the cooler, and then hopefully we have a mounting bracket.
Board if you wanted to.
Yeah, the board is a. This is also a TGX79 V309. I looked around for this board pretty hard online, and I found a couple of them. I noticed they all seem to swap the individual piece here, like this 24-pin, the SATA connectors. I noticed these change to just different colors kind of at random, even though it's the same model board, which tells me they might be like a salvage. I know it's an OEM board, but they might be kind of salvage boards. But X79, 2 memory slots, so we only get 2 channels out of the 4 possible on the CPU. And the CPU, for reference, this used to be $1,550 when it came out. The E5-2670.
Yeah.
It is 8 cores, 16 threads. Boost is like 3-point-something gigahertz. 3.3.
It's only 9 years old.
Yes. And that, yeah. Yep. So from $1,550 to $50. And then we got the RAM. So video card. Can you open that one up?
Yeah.
And I'll check on chat.
This is. I can almost guarantee this is not going to be actual X79 as well. They're going to put a server chipset in there.
Yeah. Oh, people asking, is that cooler aluminum? Yeah, it's an aluminum. It's aluminum heatsink with a copper cold plate. Yeah, the artwork does look pretty cool. Actually, I did like it.
I think it still has the protective plastic on there.
Yes.
Don't want to take that off. It matches the Silverstone PMO1 graphics they used to put on.
The unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
So, here's the video card that we picked up. This is a set. This is not the 5700 XT. It's kind of similar in some ways, but what did this come from? PlayStation? Game Station, I mean?
Did it?
I don't know. It was just on the table. So yeah, this is the Sapphire RX 560 XT. This was a China-only launch, so you couldn't have gotten it in the US if you wanted. And I think it launched at like 140 or 150 US, and it came down quite a bit since then. We bought it for more expensive than it's worth now, I'm sure, because the video card launches recently. And yeah, not sure how, this is something else I want to test separately. We already have the case review separately, but this will be next. And that's the video card. It does look, I mean, it's got 2 fans, and the cooling solution looks pretty similar to other Sapphire solutions, so it should actually be fine.
It's a 570.
Someone says, imagine Gamers Nexus doing Dollar Shave Club sponsor spots next. We've done those. They've been an advertiser of ours for a couple of years.
You don't have to imagine.
You don't have to imagine it, yeah. Oh yeah, and then also I'll mention, speaking of ad spots, you can go to store.gamersnexus.net to pick up one of the foil wireframe shirts like I'm wearing, which has the foil wireframe design on the front that Andrew did. And we are low on the rest of the allocation for these, so expecting this out this week. You can go to the store if you want to pick one up. And then it's got the polygon rain on the back, which was just kind of cool. But that is on the store. And then I saw a question in chat. Oh yeah, thermal paste. Yes. So we actually have more than this too.
Oh boy.
Basically.
Do I have to use this?
What's that?
Do I have to use this?
Did that cooler come with any?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Because when we bought it, we didn't see any with the cooler, and we decided, you know, we need the whole PC experience.
You made a good call.
And tried to buy 1 tube of thermal paste, but it is impossible to do that there. So we ended up buying those. This stuff is like 1.93 watts per meter Kelvin. For people asking about it going through customs and stuff, it just went through airport. We checked it. And no, I'm not sure why it went through without getting flagged. But this is like 1.9 watts per meter Kelvin, and this bag was $5 US. So that's why when I tried to buy one of these, she just laughed at me and was like, no. So we bought this, and then I said, you know what, do you have a better one? And she said, yes, this stuff. And neither of these are particularly good, but this is 3 watts per meter Kelvin, I think. And I don't remember how much this stuff was, but the total for both of for all 3 of those bags is like $10. So,
perchance give you any like retaining brackets for this fan, did they?
Oh, maybe not, but I know we have some.
You can get creative.
Are there not any in the box?
I don't think there were.
So we need a retention. We're already missing parts.
That's a good start. All right, well, it's zip tie time already.
Check the deep cool air cooler in there that was being tested that has
okay.
2 brackets. All right. So let me get a couple super chats while Patrick's grabbing parts for that. We got Juan Vargas, $2 from Hickory to my fellow NC boys. Howdy y'all. Hello Juan, thank you for supporting and watching. Nexus Fox, $5. I really appreciate all the effort y'all put behind this into this channel. It really shows that you care not only about your videos, but your viewers as well. Thank you, Nexus Fox. Well chosen on the name. Yes, it is obviously. I mean, it's like the kind of pandering thing to say, but obviously, audience sentiment, as Nick Light from LMG calls it, is very important because that's really all you have on YouTube. NM. Got it, loser, $2, thank you. Any promo codes for the store? Not currently. Addison Wilkes, $2. Please sell this case on the GN store. Call it the GN H100. There's an H100, unfortunately, already. So
Well, how do we call the H500?
we should call it the H5. There's none of those.
Yeah.
There's an H100. I think H500. Louis LaBelle, $2. I can row a boat. Canoe? Question mark.
Oh boy.
You know, it's. Do you understand what that means?
Can you?
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, it's good you're on the stream because
We're just here to workshop people's puns.
It's right. It's a pun workshop. leave your puns below and we'll try and improve them.
Don't encourage that.
We'll test them. Got a store order from Nick in Montreal. Thank you, Nick, for picking up the limited foil shirt. Much appreciated for the store order. And then we got one from Zane in Australia. That's going to go a far way. Picked up a foil shirt, this one, and then two-tone shirt and one of our beer glasses. Thank you, Zane. And I'll read one more here from Quinn in Texas. Grabbed the foil shirt as well. Oh, there's actually one more I'll get. And, Steve Streza from Washington, who has also been on our Patreon for a very long time. So thank you for picking up that up, Steve. Okay. Everyone in chat is commenting on the pun. Okay. Are you going to Gamescom this year? No current plans. Do those things not fit, or do
They don't fit, so now I have to use
Can you
LTT
just stretch them
brand.
to fit? No.
You don't want me to use Linus's?
You can use Linus's things.
Look, this is gonna work.
Okay, I'll let you work on that. And I will, where's the motherboard? Okay. So, Patrick is zip tying the fan, or Velcro tying the fan to the cooler, because I guess we didn't get any of the brackets with it. I have some Be Quiet brackets as well, but they're probably the same size.
This is what necessity is the mother of invention.
But LTT Velcro ties get a shout out. Someone says merch link. I'll post one right now. We're getting another light in here too, I think. There's the merch link, and then if you want to open this and just pause it so you can listen later, here is our video we published earlier where we actually, I need to mute the audio on the computer. Here's the video where we actually did the tour. The fan did not include mounting, right?
I don't think so. We've opened that box before, so it's possible it did, but I'm pretty sure it would be on this table if it didn't include mounting. Yes. Oh, you mean like mounting screws and stuff?
That's a good point too. I did not think about that.
Right.
I just kind of assumed it would be in there. There was a small
extra zip.
There was a small white box. Where did that go?
Oh, is it this one right here?
Yes.
If this has the brackets in it, then we're gonna have to get rid of Linus's Velcro.
Oh, that's good because he's having trouble getting rid of them. Ooh.
Oh no.
But he is selling a hell of a lot of that underwear though. Okay, nice.
All right.
Even Roman is wearing Linus's underwear. He said it. He said it in the video. And then I said, did you say you're wearing his underwear or the underwear he sells? Linus is in their Bowers pants.
Don't ask questions
you
don't
I'm
want to know the
saying.
answers to.
All right. So we do actually have brackets. There was a box that was pulled out aside earlier. What CPU is it? It's not a 7980XE. It is a 2670. What the heck is that keyboard? I don't know. Microsoft KC0405 Digital Pro Media keyboard from some year. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's maybe the oldest keyboard we have, but
that we use anyway. We have that SGI one.
Yeah. Well, I think that one's also not compatible with a lot of stuff. It's technically PS2, but the guy Ian that sent it to us said it shorts out motherboards. Anyway, it's that keyboard is compatible with pretty much everything.
Yeah,
so
I like this keyboard.
A lot of the times we'll run into issues where the fancy mechanical keyboards don't respond in BIOS. Not a lot of the time, but
yeah, I like it for the LN2 stuff too. I think the last one we had was I Can Row a Boat Canoe. And next one, Big Al 268. Thank you, $10, much appreciated. Hi Steve, love the channel. I have an MSI Export 70 motherboard, want to update the BIOS, but I understand I'll lose RAID support. Any suggestions? Lose RAID support or lose your RAID? Lose RAID support. If you need RAID and it's gonna, I'm not familiar with the BIOS update you're talking about, but if it says you're going to lose RAID support by updating and you need RAID, then I guess don't update. You could use the software or whatever on RAID or one of those.
Yeah, what is the... Are you updating because you want Ryzen 3000 on that platform? Or?
Oh, yeah, right. That would be a common reason, I guess. Yeah, I guess why are you updating? And then if you need RAID, I guess you could use a non-motherboard bound solution. Sodo, $2. Any word on the Sapphire Nitro, Nitro Plus? Yes, we are supposed to be getting one in, actually. So I don't know when yet, but we are supposed to be getting one in at some point. Okay.
How many comments are there on my struggles with this mounting system?
I like this. Der Bauer is actually German for the Bauer.
Die Bart, die.
Steve, what do you think about Jay's 2 Cents Studio? It's really cool. He's done... Andrew, was that you on that trip? Yes, right? Yeah. He's... that space is massive compared to what he was in. And I like the idea he has of putting all of his sets kind of on opposing sides of the aisle of the camera so that he can just roll the camera up and down the aisle and change where it points. That was pretty cool, I thought. Okay. Steve, what about SSD, which you stick into the slot on the motherboard? Like an M2 SSD, I don't think this even has M2 slots. So,
no. No.
Wow, these kind of suck.
I don't think of myself as a stupid person, but there's a chance that I did that completely wrong.
I think maybe, I don't know, sometimes these go backwards. Like, let me try.
Okay.
And then, do you want to start getting the, I guess we should actually build this thing. So do you want to start getting the motherboard into the case? And a lot of the time these will go backwards. Oh, I see.
Can you tell how long it's been since I used anything except an x62 for cooling?
Yeah, but the way they've channeled the hole does make it look like you did it the right way. Let me look at this, and you look at that.
It almost looks like you did it the right way. It's a compliment.
What is this in? Der Bauer also means the builder. Someone's saying it's the farmer. Roman explained it to me as he wanted it to mean like the farm, or the farmer. He didn't want it to mean the farmer. He wanted it to mean like the builder or the creator, but everyone just says the farmer, so I guess that's what it's become. I feel like this is backwards. Do we need screws, I guess?
Yeah.
That's too loose.
I liked my Velcro solution.
It might have been more secure. Can't wait to find out the thermals in that case. We have them tested. And we did test the thermals, and we tested the... we didn't do noise on this one, right? Just thermals.
Yeah.
But that's fine. The review is done at this point. It's edited, and it'll go up on, I don't know, in the next few days we'll have a review of this case. I'm going to try using the opposite slot that you did here and see if it works any better. Yeah, we do have thermals on it. They were not fantastic.
No.
Spoiler alert.
You can do some further modifications to the case that make it almost sort of okay.
Yeah. If we replace the top glass with mesh, that would probably be not bad.
And flip the fan over.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot. There's handy
that's
screwdriver
too
cutouts.
far. I was going to try a suggestion from chat, but it's not going to work.
Don't trust chat.
I think these are just too loose. Is every part's from a Chinese manufacturer? Sort of. So, well, I mean, ultimately, yes. Like everything pretty much is. But, yeah, everything was made there. The Sapphire card, I mean, Sapphire is technically, I think they consider themselves an American company, but it's all, it's all made in or near Shenzhen. We're gonna go with the way you did this because I did it the way someone in chat suggested, and it was no good.
I also realized that this is a $60 case, and we need to put the cooler on before we put the motherboard in.
Good point.
There is no cutout on the back of this motherboard tray.
Is there no cutout?
Nope.
That kind of sucks.
It's just bare metal. And then behind it is all the hard drives, so even if there was, wouldn't be able to reach anything.
Okay.
All right. We have our accessory kit. So we get to
Yeah, what is that from the cooler? Is there a
some
thermal paste?
extra things in here too. These are exactly the same, right? Yeah, that's just if you have two fans.
Is this the thermal paste we bought, or they included it?
That's the
Okay.
thermal paste we
All
bought. Ooh, there is included thermal paste. You're right.
Steve, did you see or heard that people fix video cards in Shenzhen? I'm aware of it, but we didn't see it happening. We did see a lot of mobile phone fixes going on. No cutout on the motherboard tray? That's what Tremels are for. Yeah, so someone's asking about why we saying you could get actually not zerable parts in Shenzhen. The point was to get interesting stuff. You could buy all the same stuff there as you can buy here. It's just more expensive. So there's no real point in doing that. Okay, let me focus on actually doing something for a minute. Where's the, oh, you have the board?
Mm-hmm. Let's
I still don't think this is correct.
get one of our own back plates.
Oh, for the cooler?
Yeah.
Does the X79 normally need a
No,
back plate?
it does not.
But this didn't come with one. What about from the, where's that dual Xeon? Or what about the other X79 board I bought?
That one has the normal mounting in the socket.
Do you know where it is?
It should be on the inventory shelf. It's one of the Chinese boxes. I can get it.
So we have a dual socket board and another single socket board. And we're gonna see if any of those we can pull. Switch coolers on the table again. Oh yeah, Andrew, don't forget this. You keep forgetting it. Where are you going?
You're saying you would rather use this board than this board?
No, but if this isn't gonna work, then yes.
But did we order this one?
No, I bought that there.
Okay,
I bought this in the same market.
I like that. That one does have an M.2 slot.
Does an AMD bracket fit that one?
Maybe.
Yes.
Go play around with some back plates.
You gotta replace the socket retention mechanism backplate thing with the backplate the cooler comes with. Yeah, thanks guys. The problem is these X79 boards, they're supposed to look like this. And where'd that board go? Do you have it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And the board that we bought doesn't have the same ILM, the loading mechanism and sockets that the standard X79 boards too. All right. While he's digging for a mounting bracket, Brian Heckathorn, $5, thank you. Any idea when the mod mats will be in stock, please? Mediums are in stock and shipping. The large ones are, I just paid for them to get shipped. So we're shipping like, I think maybe 30% of them we're shipping by plane and the rest are by boat, because the tariffs are so high now that we used to ship it all by plane, but it's too expensive now with the tariffs because our cost went up and we would have had to increase the price of the mat. So I shipped as many as I could by boat and then shipped the immediate supply by plane. And I think those start arriving in the next couple of weeks for the plane shipment, but that's going to be a bit more limited. The biggest shipment arrives, I don't know, in like 50 days. It takes a long time by boat, but the plane shipment arrives much sooner than that. Did you find something that'll work?
Mm-hmm. I just had to figure out which.
Where's it from?
It's one of the Intel brackets, but expanded outwards.
Okay,
I
so
got to figure out which things go in which.
let's see. Oh, they're not labeled. That's nice. This is all AMD, I take it.
These are the 2011.
Oh.
This is all Intel.
Oh, this is a
hardware.
thermal take bracket. Okay, that'll work. What's this from? Or
That
for?
came with the cooler.
Oh, with the cooler. All right. So then, probably these screw into the bottom here.
Mm-hmm.
So, just need to angle them the right way. Is there nothing that goes on top of this?
These short screws connect these onto
Yep.
here.
Is that
So we can do
how
that first, yeah.
they go on facing out?
Yeah. And you screw them in from the top.
Yes, that looks correct. Okay, cool. From the top,
Mm-hmm. And that's these screws right here.
and they mount on the bottom, I guess, like this. Okay.
Yes.
All right, cool. That's not bad.
Reading instructions isn't always bad.
Are there instructions on it?
I mean, that might be a generous way of describing them. There's a picture.
Oh, okay. This is like Cooler Master style mounting.
And then these long screws
Nice.
should thread into the back plate. We'll see whether we run into
Okay.
any clearance issues.
All right, that's on there, and then one more.
This cooler's only compatible with LGA 1150X and LGA 2011. So
Okay. Well,
that keeps it a little bit less complicated than
yeah.
Hyper 212 installation.
Okay. So that's going to be the cooler feet. It'd be nice if you didn't have to like cross thread this. It's not really cross threaded, but let's take that off.
Not designed to be reusable.
Okay. Is it going to fit?
Now, would you rather have 4 watts per meter Kelvin or
Allegedly.
1.93 watts per meter Kelvin?
Is theirs 4? They claim 4.
Yeah, that means that's good. You don't believe it?
Let's save this in case we do a review.
Alright.
I don't know that we will. We can use the gold stuff. That's
Ooh, okay.
allegedly 3. All right. So yeah, for those of you who are
It's like a craft project.
watching this but you don't know where we got this stuff, we actually have the full story of everything on the channel. So there's a video, you can open it up. I'll put it in chat. You can open it up and watch it later. Don't watch it right now or you'll leave the stream. That's the video. It's on the channel as well. You're going to get yelled at for that.
Is that not a recommended paste pattern?
No, everybody thinks you need either like an infinitesimal amount of paste. Yeah. I mean, that's what I did in that one video.
Look, it's gold. You only need a thin layer of gold.
I think, chat,
like glitter glue.
Chat, is this too much paste, guys? I need the validation from chat.
From strangers.
I need strangers to validate me. I think it needs more, don't you?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. Does anyone remember that video we did about comments that say too much thermal paste? And we proved that you could basically empty an entire tube and it's irrelevant. Chat, no! No! I think that means that it's not enough. I think that's what no means. No complete tube.
Like
okay.
this.
This is going to be messy. More paste. We don't have enough paste, guys. We only have 30 grams times 5. We only have 150 grams of paste.
Alright. This should be a square bracket, so it shouldn't melt.
Too much. No! Make it stop.
It's too late now, fellas.
Chassis, Coleman triangle case. It is called the
Coleman 3-body.
Coleman 3-body, thank you. Make it ooze golden sunshine. That is disgusting. Watch it be conductive. Yeah, that would suck. What is it made out of? Silicone fluid, that's fine. Physical form, grease-like. Primary use, thermal coupling. Yes, yes, we know.
It's like a Pokemon description.
I actually don't know if this is electrically conductive, but as long as it's not, we're fine. Yeah, okay.
As long as it's heat-wically conductive.
I really doubt it's electrically conductive. And I kind of doubt that it's very thermally conductive either. All right. Seal it before you can get more on. The legendary Coleman. Yes, so like I said, there's a whole video where we buy these parts. It's cooler than that, though. I gave a bit of a history of the area and a description of what SEG e-market is, what Huaqianbei is, how Shenzhen has grown. So that's in the beginning couple minutes of the video. And then we walk around, talk to some people, show how the process works. As someone who doesn't speak much or potentially any Chinese, you can see that you can still get stuff purchased. It's a bit of a slow process of kind of taking turns on translate apps. But yeah, that's on the channel now. So let me get a couple of these super chats. We had Zane Hamid, $20. Thank you. Love you guys. You are edutaining, as it were. Your channel really helped me with my first PC build. Purchased some of your merchandise. Thank you. Well, thank you for purchasing that. And also, first time I've supported a YouTube channel this way. Stay inspired. Well, thank you, and thanks for the super chat. It is a great, easy tool that YouTube's implemented to help support streams like these. And of course, like you said, buying the merch is one of the easiest things to do. But that's cool that you built your first PC build with the help of some of our stuff. There's a lot of really good content out there these days for people building a system the first time. And this is not one of the ones you should be using.
You know, I booted this board.
Oh,
this board works fine. It has a lovely detailed BIOS. You can't overclock, but it's fine.
Do we know, is it branded?
It's branded with
the
SLI, which I'm sure they paid for.
Yeah. SLI, I guess I'll reveal that later. I was going to say how much it costs, but that's something for another time. That badge is not cheap, that SLI badge. So
if you pay for it.
If you pay for it. Yeah, so these boards were both purchased at the same market, SEG market. We also have a dual socket Xeon board. That one's not in the system, is it? Or is it in the...
It's the orange and black. It's not in the system.
Is it on the motherboard shelf?
Yeah, it's all the way to the left.
Okay.
I know where all the motherboards are.
So here's the other board we have, but we don't have we're we're not going to build with this today. We talked about this when we did that video on the old EVGA SRX and 2 Xeon CPUs, but it is kind of a cool board, so we'll show it off. I forget what I paid for this. Maybe 200 when it was like brand new.
On AliExpress?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 200.
And I also did pay for faster shipping, but it still took like 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, dual Xeon board. I think it's... You've worked with it.
C602 chipset.
602.
It has it's a server chipset, server BIOS. Like, this is repurposed server parts. So it's got a lot of features. You can't really overclock. You can't overclock
Xeons in general.
In general,
from,
yeah.
Yeah, from this era.
But it seems like a pretty serviceable board. The only complaint I would really have with it is that the heat sinks on it are terrible.
Yes.
Even for chips that you can't overclock, they were getting really hot. The heat sinks on either side of the CPU sockets.
This one's actually pretty well known, though. This specific board, I think, is at this point has been in a few videos.
Yeah, there's
Quantenger is the company.
There's like a Russian wiki for
yes
Chinese.
That's right.
Repurposed server boards that has some details. I think the version of that board that we have is AA2, and there's an AA1 version as well. Don't ask me what the differences are.
Is it happening? This
It
looks
might
terrible to build in.
If you hold it.
Yeah,
okay.
I got it.
It's too bad I threw that IO shield on the floor and we're never going to get it back.
I was going to ask if you want it, but I think it'll... I think too many people in... What? We need to look at that more later, but... Wait, is this even going to be able to close? Does the panel?
But...
Okay, let's... What if we pull the fan? Does it close without the fan?
Yeah.
Let's double check.
Is that how you want to run it?
No, but we can maybe lower the fan or
also put a
smaller fan on there, yeah. We have those Nintendo Switch cooling fans.
Just because you take a 140 fan and put it on a 120 cooler
doesn't mean it'll fit.
Doesn't make it a 140 cooler.
Super chats while he's mounting the motherboard. We got...
I got it. You can let go.
Okay. Jabata Tib, $5, thank you. I know you like metal. Ever listen to Maximum the Hormone? Thoughts on fusion metal? I have not listened to that particular group and don't know anything about them. Mostly lately, I've been listening to a lot of Barry Tomorrow lately, like a ton of it nonstop. So Barry Tomorrow would be what I've been listening to lately. Similar to Parkway Drive in some ways, similar to Trivium in some ways, a lot of clean and then unclean vocals. $5, message retracted. No name. Well, thank you anyway. Rob Ridley Live, $7, thank you. Ridiculous Prime, $10. Got some... I'm trying to see how many... Oh, we don't have... Okay, cool. Actually, we are a bit behind. Ridiculous, where'd you go? Got some thermal paste into the CPU socket of my motherboard. Would it be safe to use electrical contact cleaner to clean it out? Yes. The best stuff you could use would be a CRC. There's other stuff than this, but this is specifically called CRC. You can buy it at like Lowe's or Home Depot or something. And that works really well. So don't be timid with it. If you push the nozzle all the way down, it'll blast really hard. So that'll dislodge the thermal paste and then it'll clean out. And then just hold the motherboard upside down to let it drain a bit. So that stuff's really good for cleaning out sockets. You used it to recover a couple of memory channels, right?
Yeah, we have a lot of boards that it's not worth our time to troubleshoot. So at one point I went through a lot of them and just sprayed socket clean or contact cleaner in the sockets and the memory channels, and it seemed like it helped with most or all of them. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
It's a feature of the case is that any screws you drop will roll down to the front into the fans. Does this? Let's see if this fits the. Which way does this go on?
Well, yeah.
Like this. So does it clear the cooler?
No, but it also didn't clear the cooler that we used for testing. So.
Okay. Wow. How did this happen?
Probably me putting my foot on it, trying to get the the top panel off.
I don't know if that's super visible.
Well, it's not anymore because I fixed it.
Okay.
I can break it again if you want.
The bottom was warped a bit.
Now it's warped again.
Yeah.
I'm so strong.
Alright, so it's not really going to fit perfectly with this cooler on there, but it looks like it'll fit. I'll scratch up the glass in big air quotes there.
Yeah.
What about fan? I guess I'll look at after you do that video card. We got Dan Craven, $10. Thank you. Thanks for your videos. You have helped me to build my hardware knowledge, which gave me the confidence to build my own PC last year and upgrade my laptop. That's pretty awesome. Upgrading laptops is a great way to keep them in service if they have anything that's upgradable. Not enough people do that, I think, and end up just replacing the parts, but they are pretty hard to upgrade. But that is cool. Really glad to hear that. Big Al, 268. Hey, Steve, watched Jay tear down a GPU and didn't have a mod match. It's like that's illegal or something. Would he even use it if you hooked him up? I actually did send Jay one. He has used it. He used it when he did some of the liquid nitrogen stuff. And I think that's when he started the trend of pouring LN2 onto the mat. Originally, it was like a durability test, and we passed, obviously, but that is where he used it last. Leviathan Prim, $2. Hello from Arizona. Hello. Acrid Acid, $2. Guys, I love the video. Today's video's premise. Do more like it. Gladly, if it does well, if it performs well, I'd be happy to do more like that. I really like that format. Traveling around and seeing some of the different tech markets is a lot of fun for me. I'll paste a link to that in the chat if you want to check it out when we're done with this stream. Just open it up and pause it or something. Yes, that is they're fun. So if you like it, then make sure you get people to watch it so that I know we can do more. They're expensive because it's international flights and stuff, but that was a fun video. What's the verdict here? Different fan?
Yeah, another fan that you bought in the market.
Oh, cool.
So.
Okay, good. So we don't have to break the theme.
Well, we'll see.
Does it have a... Is this... Oh, okay. It's just a split header.
Yeah. This fan, I'm not too sure
Those are some of the
it,
cheapest wires I felt in a while. These fans were like... So I bought... What did I buy? 2 of them?
Yeah.
I bought 2 of those fans, and I think they were about $4 or $5 total for both. Have you been to Akihabara? Yes. We didn't do a video there because it was too rushed and we didn't really plan it. There is footage. We shot some stuff there and I uploaded it to the side channel, the GN Steve side channel. And it's a public video, but I think it's just voiceover with a bunch of footage. So next time we're there, we'll plan it out more and do something more proper. How's that looking? That angle or what?
They want tension on the hooks that are on there.
So what was it? They're not long enough, or they're too long? Oh yeah, okay. I see the problem. Do you think it'll reach if we use the back holes and then stretch it to the very back of the cooler? I don't know that it'll reach.
There's not really anything to hook over.
Where did these brackets come from?
Off that
oh yeah, there isn't anything.
Cooler you were reviewing.
Okay.
It's okay.
We have some with the Be Quiet coolers. You want to try one of those? I see you really want to use a twist tie, but
and
these are 2. So for people, just so people know, these came from a deep cool product. And they're too long to give us any tension on this. So I guess Patrick's gonna go grab a Be Quiet box and see if we can borrow some from there. Okay. So, anyway, let's go over some of the parts for people who joined late. We're not using the fan that came with the cooler, unfortunately. It does actually look fine. I mean, like, the fan looks like your average 140 cooler fan. It seems like it would do okay. But it does not fit in the case because it's too tall. So we already have clearance issues. Like, I mean, that's the fan. You can see it sticking out, so that's not going to work. So we're going to throw a 120 that I bought from the market as well. And do you have a bracket to try?
Yeah.
What cooler is that? Oh, Thermaltake Contact 20, or 12, I mean. Oops, let's, I'll put these back with a deep cool one.
Yeah. If there's one thing that we do not have any shortage of, it is air coolers. I have an entire shelving unit full of air coolers in there.
Yeah, I think after these we give up instead of spending the whole time looking for a bracket.
Has to be perfect. We're going to use this every day.
Does it look like it'll work?
No, not even a little bit.
Too long?
Yeah.
So it's just the twist ties to call it done, I guess?
Yeah.
Let's see. Use the twist ties to wrap it around the cooler.
I mean,
Yeah.
look, if I hadn't been prevented.
Steve versus Anthony, liquid nitrogen overclocking scrapyard wars would be lit. Mr. Bits Bite. I mean, I'd be happy to do that. Someone's got to convince Linus to pay for it, but if Linus pays for it, I'm sure Anthony would be down. All right, some store purchases. So like I said, if you buy the shirt during the stream, I'll try and shout you out. No guarantees depending on how many things we're trying to do, but it's the wireframe shirt. It's a foil shirt. It's limited. The first time we did foil shirts, we sold out really fast. This time we're about the same pace, so we're a couple weeks till they go, and right now we're in the last couple days or so till we're out. Expecting to be gone by end of week. But store.gamersnexus.net, we have the allocation set. Once it's gone, and we're just waiting to allocate the different sizes so we can make sure we get everyone's size, so we don't have a bunch of extra smalls left over like the first time. But yeah, you can pick that up on the store if you want to buy it. It does have Polygon Rain on the back, and then the GN logo and wireframe on the front, which Andrew made in Blender. Got a purchase from Jennifer in Georgia, who's part of our Patreon group, and picked up a wireframe shirt, thank you, and then a ceramic mug. And we got one from Brandon in Virginia, picked up a shirt as well, thank you. Linda in Texas picked one up, thank you, Linda. And then we got Sean in Colorado, picked up a few things actually. Picked up a media mod mat, one of the shirts, and then two of the blue pint glasses that we have. How's that going?
It'll work. You just have to believe.
The confidence and assurance of an expert. It'll work. What's the plan? Are you just gonna like rope it through the thing here? And
Yeah.
I think there's like a super long one in there.
Yeah, I've already got it tied on.
Oh, okay. There's this one too.
Maybe.
That's a good one. This is how you know you work on computers, when you save specific
Preferences for zip
you
ties.
save specific twist ties because you know it's a good one. You're like, oh, I can't throw that out. That's a good twist tie. I could use that someday. Tie it with tweezers.
Tie it with SATA cables.
Oh, we could do that.
I don't even want
Do
to.
you ship to Germany? I would like to support you. Yes, we ship internationally.
For those that don't know, we have like 2 drawers full of SATA cables now.
Yes, we have a lot of SATA cables. Someone's commenting, actually a couple people have commented on the case. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's, if you missed it earlier, it's the Coleman 3-body. And we think the Chinese name, our Chinese teacher was telling us, she translated it as Wanjia, which is like player, but then they tweaked the second character, I guess, for trademark reasons. But I think the company in Chinese is called Wanjia, and then the translated name or the English name they went with is Coleman. It's hard. I couldn't find this on AliExpress. Did you look around for it at all? The case?
Andrew found one by the brand, but not this
one.
actual case.
Okay. Well, it was $60 US when we bought it in Shenzhen. RX 560, really? Yes, it's an RX 560 XT. Thank you very much. That's we picked it up for it's an XT model, so we picked it up because it's a China-only launch, and it was kind of interesting. Let me get the specs of that open. XT. I think Anantech talked about it when it came out. So, for reference, the XT versus the non-XT RX 560 is it's actually pretty significant. So the 560 XT is 28 CUs, according to this Anantech article. And the 570, for point of reference, is 32 CUs. So you're at 2048 stream processors versus 1792 for the XT. And then the 560 non-XT is 14 or 16 CUs. If you remember, AMD did that kind of stealth switch. So 14 or 16. So this is pretty significantly up. I mean, it's up to 2 times as many compute units as the 560 base if you get the 14 CU model. So it is a pretty significant change. I don't know how much memory's on there. I'm guessing 4. There's also 8 GB models. Does the box say?
Don't touch my cooler. I know when you see this, you're going to think, I should grab this fan and see if it's loose, but you shouldn't, because you should just take my word for it.
That's
it's going to be fine.
Not flush.
Look.
What's the processor and the motherboard? It is a Xeon. It is an X79. Chroma asks.
2670.
2670 CPU. It's 8 core, 16 threads. It's like $52 US or something. It's in that video we uploaded today if you want to check that out, and you definitely should. We worked pretty hard on that video. So, like I said, it was 2 separate trips. I kind of doubt I'm going to make ROI directly on that video. We'll make return through this other stuff, but it was really fun because it's travel, so that's interesting. And we got to do a bit of history on the area, and then see the actual area, and then show the experience of, you know, you could go here if you don't speak any Chinese and still see cool stuff and buy cool stuff. So yeah, that's the video we uploaded today. It's on the channel. Anyway, yes, it is an X79 and 2670 to answer the question. Patrick's done a brilliant job of zip tying,
Don't touch
twist
it.
tying.
Don't touch it.
It is. It's sagging.
No, it's not.
It's sagging down the wind. Is there no better way to get this tighter? Or it's just not worth it?
I wouldn't commit to saying that, but...
Okay. It's just not worth it.
Yeah.
I'd like to get the top part better. Do we have other stuff we could use for this? Oh, I know what we could do. We could tie it to the top of the case. We could pull a U when you did the X79 board.
Yeah, the SRX is still set up that way. It's still zip tied to the top though.
Maybe take the top panel off for a second. Is it loose? Step back.
I mean, you can try. You might have better look with it than I would. It's just on there with clips, but it's a lot tighter now than it was.
Yes, I feel like something's gonna break. Where's the clip?
They're like all around.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
It's got wires.
Oh, is this what this has got wires on it? Oh, for the front panel.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's that tie? I'm just gonna fish this up. Is that a cable? Yes. What is that? Is this clear thing on a zip tie or twist tie? What is that?
That's probably
Fan cable?
Yeah, for the LEDs maybe.
I'll go through that.
These are LED fans. They're not RGB LED fans. Andrew keeps calling them RGB LED fans. This is a
You mean
G
Patrick?
fan. Yes, other Patrick.
3D modeling, Patrick.
Steve also bought a B fan.
Oh yeah, B. Yeah, I bought a G and a B. I didn't buy an R. That was funny. I liked that shopkeeper was pretty nice, and it was basically like she was concerned because I knew why, but she was concerned because I was buying this case and I wanted to buy those 2 fans, and she was trying to tell me like, no, it already comes with fans. These won't fit. I was like, no, I know, it's okay. I just want more fans. And then she was concerned because something's clearly wrong with me because I wasn't buying RGB fans. But it was all.
She doesn't want to sell off her single color fan.
She was looking out for us. Wanted to make sure we got the new hotness RGB.
It's going to make some interesting noises when those fans spin up.
Yeah, interesting grinding noises.
The power supply is not from the market. We did not buy a power supply.
No, yeah, we didn't buy a PS either. I really want to get this CPU fan to a point where it's like actually going to do something. It's bothering me. Can't wait to see it lift off the ground when you power it up. Someone says.
Maybe if we flip the fans over.
Yeah.
These fans aren't going to lift anything off of anything.
No. Yeah, I just need to make sure that tie bundle is inside the case. It doesn't hit the fan.
I think it'll be okay if it does.
Sort of fatalistic over the fan.
Look,
Did they cut a hole in the frame?
Yes.
We've been over this. Yes. This needs to be tighter too. What's going on back there?
Oh, that one?
Yeah, on the bottom. Where's the tie?
I gave up on that one.
Okay. Man, this sucks.
Look, I had the Velcro. Had it ready to go.
Yeah, but then the fan was too big. Oh my god.
Yeah, I should have tied it on the other side.
How is this? How do you make this come apart? Are you able to do anything with that? Like, are you able to loosen this? I might have to cut it or unscrew the motherboard. I can't.
I mean, do you need to?
I don't have enough dexterity to get in there. It's like we could tie. Okay, we'll do this. I don't want to take that off because it's impossible. So we'll make it worse. We'll just lean into how bad this is.
The hole in the frame is to fit the PCB of a wider GPU that we use for case testing. Not this GPU, obviously.
Now you can see it was a good idea to not include the I/O shield.
Ah.
Nice. That's actually pretty flush. I'm pretty happy with that.
We planned this all out beforehand. This was.
Oh, that's good.
This is how it's supposed to go all along.
The fan's actually touching the cooler now. Steve, don't allow this.
All right. Look at the screws.
Someone says to fix the hole with some tape.
People would stop asking about it.
Yeah. I think we're good. This is very stupid.
Yes.
Yes, you have very good observational skills. Critical thinking A+. It is indeed very stupid. But it's fun, and it's something different. Let me catch up on Super Chats a bit. Let's see, we got... I think I did this. I don't know if I did this one or not. Oh, no, I got that one. Stefan Calkins, Commander RN Jesus Prime, $2, thank you. GNH501. So what we're going to do is buy 1,000 of these, get a Gamers Nexus sticker and put it on the fans, and call it H500. Do we need a letter at the end of that? We're not actually doing that before anyone thinks we are.
I don't think G is taken.
H500G. But we can't do G500N because then it wouldn't be an H500. It's actually legally mandated that you name your case H500. Luca Viani, $2, thank you. Hi from Italy, watching your videos since 40,000 subs. That's a really long time. That means you've been around since probably, I'm gonna check chat for this. Does anybody remember, we had 2 series we did, there were 2 series I did before there was really much anything else going on with the channel. They were both related to games. One of them was about indie games. The other one was also about indie games, but one focused on a lot of them and one focused on one of them. Andrew did you remember the intro animation, Andrew?
Heat signature?
Yeah. But now they're gonna, if they heard you, they're gonna know the name. So does anybody remember the 2 series names from back then? You don't get anything for getting it right, but I'm curious.
People are furiously searching.
Yeah, they're just gonna pull it up. Yeah. Anyone remember those 2 series names? One looked at a lot of indie games coming out on Steam's Greenlight service. The other one was individual games.
Remember Greenlight?
Yeah, yeah.
That was such a good idea.
Steam Greenlight?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great for us. It got us a lot of viewers back when we were small.
Turns out it's cheaper to just not do any curation at all.
Yeah, it's bad now. I haven't seen anyone answer yet. So I guess
So nobody heard Andrew.
Yeah, nobody heard Andrew. I'm gonna give chat like another 40 seconds. Indie Spotlight, close. Greenlight Spotlight was one of them, yes. And then the other one was Heat Signature. So those are the 2 videos we did. So that's cool that you subbed since 40,000. Thank you.
I was probably here.
You were probably doing case stuff for sure.
Probably doing mouse stuff.
Well, I was at 7,000 subscribers in like 2014, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So that sounds about right because we were doing all articles before then.
Yeah.
You were working on case reviews on the website before then.
2012.
Archie Way, $4.49. Gotta go to work soon. We'll watch this after. Well, unfortunately, you probably didn't hear me read your chat, but thank you. Good luck with work. Just open this up there and tell them that it's research. Michael D, $10. Hey, Steve, love the channel. I'm hoping you can check on something for me. Most major networks said Radeon 7 is end of life. AMD customer service tells me this is a rumor and production continues. I don't know. I heard end of life as well from AMD partners, but I didn't hear anything official from AMD or anything on record from AMD. So
technically that makes it a rumor.
That makes it a rumor, yeah. John McMillan, $10. Oh, that's Jedi, right? Or is that different? That's a Patreon backer on Discord. Keep up the good work, dudes, from Jedi. Yes,
okay.
It's Jedi.
Did he mention Destiny 2?
No, I did not mention Destiny 2. Optimator, $5. Hey, Steve, I've got an old and dead 3770K if you need any random parts to add to your studio's feng shui. We have enough of a feng shui problem right now as it is. We just spent a bunch of time cleaning up this table today. Thank you, though. I think we still need to do stuff with some of the other CPUs, so I'll hold off on taking that.
Yeah, I mean, we know what we're going to do with them.
Yeah, and we've binned out the working ones, too, and have used a few of the parts for testing and stuff. Okay, last one I want to read before doing some stuff here. Illusion's check, I think, 50, thank you. Idea the game station should fit in the case if you got the console. It would definitely fit in the case. Double the set of outputs? Dremeling galore. Hi from Prague, Czech Republic. You know, we could do, in the future maybe, we could mount the game station PCB in here somewhere. And
that would be so useful.
We could probably get the front PCB to replace the front I/O on the case for the game controllers.
Yeah.
Then it would be, we could call it the game box. Or the game Game pyramid.
Darn.
GameCube's taken.
GameSphere.
GameSphere. All right. A couple store orders, thank you. I'll try and read as many as I can. Can't get all of them, like I said, due to just volume. But Tim from Springfield picked up a blue beer glass and one of the foil wireframe shirts. Thank you. On store.gamersnexus.net, you can grab these. And we had Lucas from Ellsworth picked up one of the foil shirts as well. Thank you, Lucas. James from Colorado picked one up, one of the wireframe shirts. And we did one more of these. And then Victor from Argentina. That's cool. That's going a long way. Picked up a limited shirt, a foil shirt, a raglan hoodie, and then a toolkit. Thank you very much for that big order. Okay, so what's going on now? Is it all kind of working?
Yeah, now I need to...
Which power supply is this? Gigabyte?
It's the one that was on the table.
Oh, it is Gigabyte.
The 850.
Okay. So we just pulled a random power supply that was nearby. This was not purchased in Shenzhen with the rest, but...
I will say that it's now occurring to me that those nice capacitors they put on all the plugs are kind of a liability when you have fans that are already going to be clipping into a bunch of twist ties.
Yeah.
I have to connect all the front I/O, of course, because we're going to be using this every day.
No. Andrew, you forgot this. I'm just trying to make sure you don't forget it. I know you need it for your Switch. All right. Spherical, someone says.
I don't want to plug these in. It's not color coded, it's all yellow, and it's unlabeled. I don't know. I think I remember where the power pin is on a front panel pinout.
Which one are you looking for?
Well, I mean, I need to plug in the power button.
It should be bottom left, probably. Is it not? It's not labeled, you said?
Yeah, and it's all yellow.
Is it bottom left, I think?
Like the power button's the only one you really need.
Yeah.
There's no way I can remember which pin is positive and negative on the LEDs. So we'll forgo those for now.
Let me see the pinout.
Yeah, have fun.
Where is it? Oh, wow. Why is that so far back? Oh, that's terrible. I'm not sure. Does it have a motherboard have a manual?
I mean, I think that's...
Some of them, it's the second one from the left, the top row. There's no labeling?
That's probably right.
A lot of them, it's the bottom left. We could just plug it in and jump it until it works.
Yeah. Or I'll plug the reset button in too, and then if the power button doesn't work, we can try hitting the reset button.
Yeah. Kevin from New York picked up a GPU artifacting shirt and an anniversary edition mug. Thank you. I'm going to try, let's see, is it feasible for me to read all these orders? I'm going to go through as many of these as quickly as I can just to shout them out. But like I said, I can't guarantee we're going to read all of them because of volume. Christopher Vega, one of our Patreon backers, picked up a foil shirt from Florida. Thank you. That's Serpent XSF. And then Steven from New York picked one up. Thank you, Steven from New York. Got one. Thank you to Christopher from Washington. Or did that say? Wait a minute. Did that say Vancouver, Washington? Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Vancouver, Washington. Okay, cool. Matthew from Australia picked one up. That's going far away. Scott from Illinois. And John, Jedi from Arizona, picked one up. Thank you, Jedi. Couple more. Dave from California. And then we got Robert from Massachusetts. How's this going?
All right.
Should we just test it first before cable management?
No.
Okay. What's chat saying?
Let me bundle this so I don't have to worry about it, and then we can.
Is that a Razer phone? No. They're going to use a good power supply, right? We are actually using a decent power supply.
I don't know why you would be concerned about that.
Homie, how is that case going to work when the fan and the floor with the bottom fan? So yes, there's a fan on the bottom.
The bottom of the case is not on yet. This is not the full case.
Yes, right. Oh, that's what they're asking. I didn't see.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand the question now. Yes, there is actually a bottom.
It's you just plug it in, and the fan on the bottom makes the case spin around really fast, and that keeps it cool.
It's like the next Inwin Computex design.
All right.
That's not a bad idea.
There's a bottom panel around here somewhere. Do you think the handle still works?
Is that a pentagram?
We'll find out. I mean, almost.
Not a pentagram. Polyhedron.
What do you want to bet?
For the top panel?
Yeah. Oh, I heard it move.
I also heard it move.
Oh, put it under there.
Should we talk about how this is secured?
So this metal handle here is very securely screwed into this top panel. There's like 4 screws holding it in, and it's really solid. It's great for picking it up, and then this top panel pops off the case like that. So just to really, to be fair, it was very tightly assembled when it was new.
Wow, we got like
but not anymore.
3 orders from North Carolina. That's comparatively easy versus Australia.
Yeah.
Orders going a very long way. Also, we got one from Ken Everett from Norway. Picked up one of the shirts. And like I said, I'm not gonna hit all of them, but I'll get those. Okay, so yeah, panel's got some issues. I did actually really like the case though when we found it. So that market, I guess, just a bit of a backstory on it is it's got different floors. So first floor is like all SMDs, and you could buy MOSFETs, capacitors by the tens of thousands if you wanted to. You can go to a PCB printer with your design, get a PCB printed and back to you, just like one if you want a sample in the same day, in 12 hours, PCB printing service. You can take that over to a soldering shop with all the SMDs and ask them to solder it together if you want. And great for rapid prototyping. Pretty interesting. But consumer stuff, not really consumer targeted. I think my understanding is, like most places in China, like most places in the world, in China, a lot of consumers are buying this stuff online now, which makes sense. I think JD is pretty popular there. So these marketplaces are really heavily wholesale targeted, but you can still buy one-offs if the vendor decides it's worth it. The guy who sold us the fans, for example, it wasn't worth his time. He didn't want to sell us one of each fan and make a couple bucks. Until I basically said, well, I'll give you $15 for both. And then he tried to say he only does batch orders, but I didn't understand him at the time, so I just said, sorry, my Chinese is bad, and then he sold them to us. So he felt bad, but getting consumer sale is possible. It's just sometimes you have to ask a bit.
You can hit the button if you want
Are we
to.
testing
Monitor's not plugged in, but hit the reset button.
Is the power supply plugged in?
Yeah. Hit the reset.
Is it plugged into the floor also? Oh, the reset button.
All right, now we get to troubleshoot. It's plugged into the long strip. That's what we're using, right?
Yes. Where's the screwdriver? I can't see it from here. Can you kind of support that so it doesn't fall? Is it JFP1, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
Not that one.
I mean, I'm assuming that's
Oh, that one.
thing. Nice.
Let me double check which one I just jumped. I'm sure everybody in chat knows this, but pretty basic stuff. You can, I was about to hold the power button, did not. But you can, that was the beep. You can jump the front panel connectors with just a screwdriver instead of using the button if you're trying to find which one is which. But I am pretty sure everybody knows that. Can you hit the power supply switch if it's accessible? Okay,
Back on?
hit it again, yeah. Not that one. Not that one. Oh, okay. It appears to be the middle too? That doesn't make any sense.
Non-standard
There's no way that's normal.
button layout, and also you probably can't see it on the stream, but all the USB and audio and front panel connectors are all yellow.
Yes.
They're not painted over
That's
at all.
super weird though. It's the middle too, in the bottom row. So there's an extra pin on either side.
Okay.
That doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. I like the post beep. It's like this Game Boy Advance beeper.
It's better than that other board, the green and black one that people were commenting on the lovely color scheme.
Yeah.
When you turn that one on, it has like a little trumpet fanfare that plays through the post speaker.
All right.
It's like a little tune.
Need a strobe light to complete this build. Okay, let's see. I will need to catch up on super chats at some point, but let's try and get some more done here first, I guess. That's the one. That's definitely the one I did.
Is the power supply on?
Try. Andrew, is that on? I'm gonna zoom in on it. It's on. It's on. Okay, thank you.
I don't remember whether the orange one is the power button or the reset button. So
Orange is power.
Okay.
Let's just do them one at a time then. Go ahead. Okay. Try that. Nope.
This is science.
Facing the wrong way. Doesn't label positive and negative.
No, it shouldn't. The LEDs are the only ones that
Okay.
are directional.
Oh yeah, good point. I guess it's just jumping them anyway. Try now. Nope.
Screwdriver's the only way to turn this on.
Go ahead, yeah. Try now. No, okay. Now? What the hell? Is the cable broken? Did you use this cable before?
Mm-hmm. It's very possible that the cable was broken.
It is JFP, right? Yeah. I just jumped the same one that we were trying.
Okay. Maybe I unplugged it. I mean, we did tear the top panel off a bunch of times in a row, so maybe I got a little over enthusiastic.
Try now. It's the same one. I just plugged it into the same thing. So the cable's messed up,
Yeah.
I guess.
I'll plug the reset button into it.
Where's reset? Oh, there it is. Is it blue?
Yeah.
Reset. It's not really gonna reach.
If I broke the power button, then maybe also broke the reset button.
Okay, try it.
Sorry, I broke the case, everyone.
You broke the front panel. I don't understand. I mean, I guess I do. It's the cables or that controller up there. It doesn't need like power or anything, right? The cables are all connected up there. Well, the system does turn on. It just requires a screwdriver. Can we check out these? Did you plug in the LED fans?
Uh,
Let me try
yeah.
something. Let's try one more.
Notice how I waited until the LED fans turned on to say yes.
Let me try. Damn it, I thought that would work. One more. No, yeah, that front panel wires or board up there is dead, but it does turn on, so that's good.
It's not really a big deal.
Clearly not working because of the missing I/O shield.
My hubris.
That's a lamp PC. What other comments? It can definitely run Minesweeper. That legitimately looks like a giant bug zapper. All right. Let me get a couple super chats and then let you talk through some of the parts we were using. So, Sir myself, 666, thank you. Oh, and starts it off by saying, Iron Maiden fans, let me see ya. Well, 666 is a good way to start that off. It is the number of the beast. If you actually made Patrick change into a Gamer's Nexus shirt from a shirt with
Devils all over it.
Devils
I
all
bought
over
it on AliExpress. It was themed.
Oh, is it from AliExpress?
Yeah.
I actually do like that shirt. That's a pretty good one. Did you search for like devil shirt, or did you just
Satanic shirt. No, I was just looking around.
just looking around? It is a good shirt. Steve, if you can say the intro text of the song, my super chat is an obvious reference to new super chat equals times 10. Man, I used to listen to only Iron Maiden. Oh man, what is it like? Sends the beast with wrath because his time is short. Let him who hath understanding reckon the number of the beast. For his, there's some other text like for it is inhuman or something. The number is 666. I think that's most of it. I think I got like 80%. So I'll take 80% credit for that, if that's allowed. Let him who hath understanding reckon the number of the beast. 1991, Shadowheart, $10. Love the work you guys do, GN team. What was the funniest or sketchiest part you saw at your Shenzhen trip? Motherboard, RAM, PCIe cards, EDC. Loving the stream. Don't stop rocking. Thank you. So probably there were some funny components we saw. Oh, Andrew, you forgot this. That's your Switch cooling fan. So, I think probably sketchiest is maybe easiest. Sketchiest is probably gonna be, the USB keys and some of the SSDs and stuff. So there are this one we don't think is one of them, but there are SSDs you can buy where it's same stuff you can buy on eBay if you want, where you open it up and it's actually just a USB key. And then there's USB keys where the USB drives that will say they're like 1 terabyte, but they're actually 4 gigabytes. We've done videos on that in the past. You can buy them in the US too. But a lot of those there. A lot of legitimate stuff too, just depends where you are. And iKixin 199. Windows is malware. I don't disagree with you.
It's too bad. What's going on here?
Did you listen to Tool back in the day? I listened to Tool back in the 2 days ago or whenever their new song came out because everybody was waiting for that new album. I think they should actually just not release it now to keep the meme going. PSU is off. No, I toggled it a few times. What Coleman case is this? Can only find the Gorilla and the Tsunami. This is the 3-body. We couldn't find it online. I mean, that's what where's the manual?
The manual?
Yeah.
It was on the table over here.
Oh, there it is. I think our teacher did translate it as, I mean, it says 3-body in English, and then I asked her to translate it, and she translated the Chinese also as 3-body, or close to it. So, I mean, if you really want to find it, and the English isn't turning anything up, there's the Chinese characters for anyone who wants to search those. But that is the manual, though.
Beautiful.
Is it working? Oh, nice. Look at that BIOS. I'll put that down there for later. Is this an overpowered PC?
Ramsta.
No. Does it say Ramsta? Does it show up?
Yeah.
Ramsta, nice. What's the airflow setup, Patrick? Do you want to answer that one?
No. The airflow setup on the CPU cooler is a 120 millimeter fan that we've zip tied on there, and also zip tied to the case. The case airflow is two 200 millimeter fans, one theoretically intake at the top, but with no ventilation really, and one intake at the bottom with some mesh and like no clearance above the desk, and also some 120s at the front. If you put the side panels on, the front is completely sealed, not in like an exaggeration sense. It just is completely sealed. So these just recirculate air inside the case. There's a bunch of nice vent holes cut in front of the fans, and all of those are covered when the case is assembled.
And you did testing with it opened up a bit more too.
Yeah.
Is there a case badge or sticker you sell for BC cases? We do have stickers on the store, on store.gamersnexus.net with the Xeon logo. Okay, I'm trying to see if chat said I remembered the number of the beast appropriately enough. Yeah, there it is. Let him who hath understanding reckon the number of the beast, for it is a human number. I thought it was inhuman. A human number, and its number is 666. Nice. My memory works. All right, Andrew, they're saying you forgot your cooler again.
Whoops.
You know, you're gonna get home and you're gonna be like, man, my Switch is overheating. I really wish I took that cooler that Steve and Keegan went through extreme expense to get me. And now I feel bad knowing they spent all of that $3 on the cooler that I need. Is Jen going to PAX West? I think I'm skipping this one. After all the travel, rising and then getting sick, I think I can't do it this time.
Will this work?
Someone says, show Patrick's devil shirt. I will only show Patrick's devil shirt if people buy the GN Wireframe shirt on store.gamersnexus.net. You can pick it up there. Like I said, we're looking at running out of allocation this week, but you can pick that up on the store. Andrew did a 3D wireframe design, and I'll pick up Patrick's devil shirt as well.
It's on top of my computer. I think
it's installing Windows.
I think at this point we can say that this is a functional SSD.
Yes.
Oh,
What's chat gonna say?
Steve didn't want me to wear this for the stream.
I mean, I'm okay with you wearing it, but I didn't want to take away from the wireframe shirt. Yes. So someone is saying, they say I can't see stickers on the store. They should be there. Do a Control F. Go to the store and do a Control F for decal. Actually, sticker shows up as well. It's in between the mouse pad, white and blue, and the keychain. There was a question I saw. Oh, someone said, is it worth adding a rear fan for exhaust? So, yeah, unfortunately, this case is really hot. As you can see, there's no real ventilation up here. There's an actual piece of tempered glass on the top. The sides are acrylic, and it is completely closed. The bottom has a very tiny bit of intake, but I mean, it's like a couple, I don't know, millimeters tall.
Yeah.
And can't really breathe. So the thing that helped the most when you did this, like the single, if you only change one thing, helping the most was pulling the top off, I think.
Yeah, well, I pulled the glass off. So this glass panel comes off, and there's some screw holes underneath there. But otherwise, it's pretty presentable.
Right.
So I'd recommend doing that and maybe flipping this fan over to exhaust. And
I like the idea of like replacing this with a mesh piece.
Yeah. I took this front LED strip out, which exposes some ventilation to these front fans that don't do anything otherwise. And rear fans probably would help. There's 6 rear exhaust slots on this case. They don't put any fans on them by default. They just gave us the front and top and bottom
two
fans.
120s and then the two 200s. I mean, it's a lot of case. Did this work, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. So it is the okay. It's a lot of case for the money. Like it's really the thermal design is bad, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Like this is all solvable, and at $60 for the amount of fans you get, I think we could actually turn this into like an extremely good case. If I would do like a bit more space on from the table to the bottom.
Yeah.
To give the bottom fan more room to breathe.
I think they also, you can see the problem with these panels is that they wrap all the way around the vents. So if they cut off these panels before they started curving around, it'd be kind of ugly, but
it would help.
It would help a lot.
Yeah, because right now I think these front fans are probably just pulling maybe a tiny bit of air in from down there, but they're probably mostly recirculating air.
Theoretically, I guess they pull air in through the back here and around the side.
There's not enough,
that seems
not enough
like
pressure for that.
Well, obviously not, but
yeah.
It looks like that's what they intended.
Yeah. Or if they had cut a big hole in the bottom here, that would allow the bottom fan to breathe.
Nobody can see what I'm pointing at, but
yeah, right.
You can watch the case review.
Yes, case review is done. That'll go up soon. Mod that case. Mod that case.
I did mod it, and everybody complained.
We could do better mods. Sorry, I mean additional mods. All right. How loud are all those fans it comes with? Is it at max speed right now?
It doesn't do anything else because they didn't ship a header with it. This does accept external control.
Let's rotate it so they can see that.
Will it crash? So this is the fan hub / LED hub, and there is a jumper marked on here, motherboard. So it should accept external control, and you could plug like a reset button or something in here to this switch, and I think that would probably just control the.
This isn't actually a dial or anything, right? Oh, it's just a placeholder for a sticker.
Yeah.
So you can brand it.
So there's a chance that this motherboard header is for fan speed. It might just be LED control.
Lay the case on its side. Yeah, I mean, that would prove the point. If it would breathe better, that is true. But yeah. All right. Let me see. Let me catch up on some super chats so we can start working on those, and then we'll talk about some of the parts a bit more. I'm gonna try and get a bunch of these at once. So, and I guess. I don't know if there's anything else to really showcase while I do these.
I should point out we're installing off an old
slow
USB 2.0 key, so it's not necessarily the system's fault.
Alexander Walker, $5. Have you heard about the new AGSA limiting PBO and overclocking frequencies? My 3600 B450F lost over 100 megahertz using PBO from the new version. I did not hear about that.
No.
But
did not.
We were never really able to get PBO to do anything. Do you mean PBO or PB? PB2. PBO is different from Precision Breeze 2. If you do mean PBO, we're not aware of that, but we also had trouble getting it to actually do anything, right, when we tested it?
Yeah. I mean, it's removing limits, but...
That weren't limiting us to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeffrey Tripp, $2. Who has a better studio, Jay or Linus, in your opinion? Better is hard. Jay knows this, and we'll say it too, but Linus has for sure the more elaborate of the studios. Jay's is a pretty impressive setup for a small team. You have to remember Linus has like 30 people or something. So I would say Linus is filled with stuff and very interesting and very elaborate and feels very much like you would expect it, like a big real company to feel like. And Jay's studio feels similar to ours in that it's like it's very functional and focused on doing the few things that you need to do in it. So they're both good for those different things. What was that beep? Oh, restart?
Yeah. Andrew, your switch cooler kind of sucks.
Oh, did you
Sorry.
plug it in?
Yeah. It's
Can we prove to the camera that it works?
yeah, we can. I don't think it's designed to be. I think you should probably plug it into
A switch?
a wall charger or a switch or something, because this is not.
Yeah.
This is the turbo speed, and I'm just barely feeling the air off of it. It's quiet though. Andrew seems to think that it wouldn't do anything.
Someone says it's amazing you can install Windows in less than 30 minutes these days. That is for sure true.
Yeah.
It used to take a long time. Okay, so let me catch up on others. Jub Tib, $2. How tall is everyone at GN? We have a bet going on. How can I answer that question? That's weird. ZDG, $5. Forget bolts, spring clips, Velcro ties, duct tape, tweezers, and other fasteners. GN tape when? I guess when we can figure out something to do with tape that hasn't been done.
We already have GN tape.
Yeah, the blue gaffer tape.
Yeah.
It's expensive too. Rob Ridley live, $10. My head says Steve, my heart says Linus, but I'm seeing Jay on the side. Sometimes I want to see overclocking, then of course I go German and watch Der Bauer, but it's not real, just a fantasy. Poor Roman, just a side party. Thomas Nash, $2. Switch coolers on the table again. Well, it was when that was sent. Yeah, you're lucky, Andrew. That chat's looking out for you.
And they saw my password that I set.
Oh, what was it?
Nothing.
Okay. X47 470 from Canada. Thank you. CV manufactured in China or Costa Rica. Take care. I didn't actually look.
Yeah, me neither.
It's probably Costa Rica, but I don't know. Or diffused in, anyway.
I mean, if you're asking that, you probably already know the options, but it's copyright 2010, 2670. So
Wherever they came from at that period.
Yeah.
Jacob Laster, $2. Is that 5700 XT any good for machine learning? I have absolutely no idea. I'm sorry. I'm not going to pretend I know. Machine learning is not something I follow really at all. So, unfortunately, I don't know. Silk Monkey, $2. Steve 2020, make frame rates high and temps low. Credo Prime, CLP 2500. What modifications would that case need for you to recommend it other than rising the feet? So we got these. That message was sent an hour ago, but I think we got those for you. Basically, yeah, raise it up, turn this into mesh.
yeah,
Maybe some kind of ventilation.
top to bottom airflow. Having both of these as intake, having a top intake with mesh on there is also a little like just have it exhaust and then don't worry about dust as much.
Yeah. How many of these do we have to catch up on? It's not too bad. I'm going to try and catch up on these as best we can. Let me do one more page of these. Adam, or wait, I missed. Oh, that's lower than. Okay. Ali Robertson, $2.99. Roundup request, thermal paste, dental application performance. I mean, I'm sure like whatever they use to hold dentures in probably performs as well or better than the paste we bought.
Are you trying to poison us? Is that?
Wishbone, $2. Your thoughts on SNK making next-gen Neo Geo hardware? Have you followed this at all?
I don't have any thoughts on that. No, does that mean, what is a next-gen Neo Geo?
Next-gen Neo.
What
I
is-
remember the Neo Geo. Next-gen Neo Geo. Oh.
You have to watch us reading articles.
Hardware.
And Engadget.
Hardware to follow its mini console. No thoughts, I guess is the answer. We haven't followed this news. ZDG. Good to see you, ZDG. $5. GN Mod Matte Shampoo, GN Thermal Paste Conditioner, GN Cable Comb Hairbrush when. All of you rock. Well, thank you, ZDG. The thermal paste conditioner market is pretty saturated right now. There's really only one winning brand for that. and it's Thermal Grizzly. They're actually not a sponsor right today, but wow, what the hell is that?
You need an internet connection to play Solitaire on Windows 10.
Oh, is that what that's from?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, for real?
You need an active internet connection to choose a difficulty. You can still play random decks while offline.
So, what if you cancel? Can you?
So I can choose random.
What is Klondike? What
I
is
don't know.
this?
It's Solitaire. Okay, I don't know.
Did
I
they
clicked
just
the first thing that
rebrand
was
it?
on there.
I've actually never looked at these in Windows.
Yeah, me neither.
Is this a gaming stream? Do we need a Twitch account now?
Well, this version of Windows 10 didn't come with Minecraft on it, so this is the best I could do.
Oh, do they actually? Some Windows 10 versions have Minecraft.
Yeah,
on?
every time we install Windows 10 and it updates, I have to uninstall a bunch of like Bejeweled clones in Minecraft
Okay.
Before we actually start using the system.
That's the way to test your hot new gaming rig. Klondike.
Yeah.
So if you open Minesweeper, it just won't let you do anything.
I don't even. Is Minesweeper even in Windows anymore?
Holy crap, what's in all those syringes? Do you guys want to share something? What if you go to apps? I mean, it's under all, so it should find it anyway. Let's see. Is it on this computer? Nope, it is not on this computer. Is this eSports? Yeah, this is actually eSports. That's what we're doing right now. We're trying to get sponsored. If you know anybody, like, I don't know, who are the common esports sponsors? DX Racer, that's got to be one, right? Anyone at DX Racer wants to sponsor a sick Minesweeper team. We also need an internet connection if you can pay for that. It doesn't need to be fast, just fast enough.
Well,
Yeah.
we have our CPU, we have our memory working.
Is the CPU detecting? Oh yeah, nice. All 16 gigabytes of memory. How's the SSD? Is it roughly 240 minus
Yeah,
minus over provisioning?
let's see. Is it?
All games are esports.
Is that?
Water loop when? Yeah, I was thinking about that. I would have liked to do that air water cooler thing for this, the PC cooler one. What are you looking for? Oh, okay.
I forgot what the abbreviation for it.
Disk MGMT. 220E3. Yes. Cool. It's all there. In theory. What's the graphics card and how much did you pay for it? It's a 560 XT. And try winmine.exe. Windows R, I guess. And then winmine.exe. Add the .exe to it. Wow, fail. Thanks, Windows. Ruined our stream. So, 560 XT, it's significantly better than a 560. It's a China-only card, and it was $100 and something US. Bought in Shenzhen. We have a whole video on this, actually, that just came out. If you want to check it out, I just linked it. And that is, that'll show you the whole, like all the stuff we bought. Okay, so let me catch up on a bunch of super chats. And I guess maybe let's restart this, see if it applies any updates or anything. Oh, we don't have internet plugged in. So Pedification, $10, wanted us to use the entire tube of thermal paste. Lars Eric, 44 from Norway. Love your channel, thank you. Pedification said again, use the entire tube. Really wanted us to use the whole tube.
I know.
And gave us $10 to ask us twice to ask to use the whole tube.
I'm not.
Which pays for like 300, 400 grams more thermal paste.
I would do it, but that would mean I would have to take that cooler back off again, and I'm never doing that.
Deep fried lettuce, $5. For this money, you can get a snowman cooler with not one, but 2 copper heat pipes. Also check out the Hunt Key Apollo. Der Bauer would get a laugh out of it. Let me look that up. What is that? Is it bad? Oh, it's a case. Oh, no. Der Bauer would not get a laugh out of that. It's the 011 Dynamic.
Oh boy,
Ripped off.
that's pretty direct.
That sucks.
That looks maybe more, yeah.
It's very similar. Well, that's manufacturing, I guess. Waken, Norwegian 50. Thank you very much, Waken, for that. I saw your shirt order earlier as well. Marginal SC, $5. Hope this build will be called Thickman, THYC, to correlate with the reasoning behind the cooler choice. Abe Lincoln, 242. Here's some coffee money for the late nights. Thank you very much. PCCustoms.be, $20. Thank you, PC Customs. Ninja Agnostic, $5. Sorry if this has been asked. Have you seen effects in Shenzhen from, quote, those things going across the border? We were not there during now. This was all filmed in like March and May. Ninkin, $20. Should I get an Oris X570i or wait for the Strix X570i in October?
What?
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to trip you with cables.
I don't know. I have not worked with either of those. I know that Gigabyte's having a lot of trouble keeping their mini ITX board in stock. Like, they can't. And I know Asus is coming out a bit later, so I have not had a chance to try either. Jeremy Clayton, $5. Hello, Andrew. Hello, Patrick. I hope Steve lets you eat and bathe during the hard times. I hope one day to see one of the wall decals up behind you. Oh, we do actually
Yeah, those are
have those.
in the storage room right now.
If there's a, we have the Gamers Nexus thing there.
Yeah.
If we put a wall decal up, I'd probably take that down because we already have.
They're pretty big.
We already have. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
How would people know otherwise?
12, 13. 13 Gamers Nexus logos in this shot right now, not counting the one on my shirt, which you can buy on store.gamersnexus.net. Beard Tech, 200 MX, thank you. Love this kind of content. Keep up the great work and the fun. I made sure English, this I remember the struggle. I made sure English, this I remember the struggle with Spanish before. Oh, okay. I must have been a previous message or something. Scorpio TFC, $5, thank you. You should leave the CPU cooler fan off and see how well the giant wind tunnel fans do by themselves.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Not well. It would definitely be at TJ Maxx, 100%.
Sounds like it's doing okay. Cooler's not warm at all. Or alternately, it's doing really terribly and the cooler's not warm at all.
Michael Stettenberg, $20. Tried to super chat from the Runken Trail in Switzerland, but YouTube couldn't handle the conversions from CHF. Or GN Steve content when. I filmed a couple videos in Whistler. I need to see if they're usable or not, but maybe those. The Weekend, $20. I'm in the middle of my build. I have an Evolve X case, Oris Extreme. Wow, has a high-end build. 32 gigabytes of 3600 CL16. Waiting on a 3950X to make a final decision on the CPU. Do you think AMD will release something soon that will match the 2080? I don't have any information on this, but my personal guess is no. 2080 Ti, no. 2080, they sort of have the Radeon 7, but 2080 Ti, I don't think so. But I don't know, maybe. Kind of doubt it. Danberg, $5. Going to upgrade Ryzen between 2700X for 250 or 3600 for 200. Gaming at the 1440 to pair with the 2080 all in water. P.S. My dad has the same name. So 2700X for 250. Man, I don't know. I kind of like the idea of 3600 and save $50 if you're gaming at 1440p. 2700X I would choose if you're doing like some heavily multi-threaded stuff like Blender or something.
Yeah.
Maybe game streaming.
I don't know. I think choosing the older platform is always going to shorten the lifespan of your build.
That's true too.
I'm running into that.
Hi Mark and Mark, $5. So this stream sponsored by Chinese Conducto Knots and Terminal Greasy. Knockoffs are fun to experiment. Love the case. The case is actually really cool. Yeah, I'm trying to get no more super chats, by the way, guys. At this point, let's call it 9:49 Eastern time, so current time. That way, I can actually. I'm just gonna get through the rest of them, and we'll kind of talk about the system we built, and talk about some of the parts a bit more and the content coming up relating to these, and then we'll close out. But let me get through these first, because I did say I'd read them all. God's Law, $5. Do you have a Dark Rock Pro 4? The center clips are shorter. They might work. We do. Is that what this? Oh. Well.
But we didn't try that one yet. So.
Oh, really? Okay. They might have worked. We ended up doing something way better, which is a bunch of twist ties, some of which are very close to being in that pan.
We're here to entertain.
Aerodol 22, $2 Canadian. Thank you. Please make a travel coffee mug. I'll buy 5. I do want to look into more drinkware. It's been really popular for some reason. I know it's popular for other creators as well, so we'll look into it. Deep fried lettuce, $2. Use Taobao for the wackiest Chinese computer stuff. Yeah, Taobao and AliExpress, a lot of that stuff you could actually see in the SEGE market too. Corey Kearney, $5. Yes, a travel mug, Yeti knockoff with a closed handle or loop, please. Well, I guess if you want a knockoff mug, we know where to get those. Zay Sharky, $2. Welcome to Linus Gamers Tech Nexus. Sergeant McRuff, $5. May the airflow be with you. Yes, that is not with us today. Adam, $10. I don't know if it's the sedatives taking, just had dental surgery, but this is some of the finest content I've seen since Linus's crazy AliExpress project. Cheers, Steve. Love what you do. I'd love to take credit, but I think it's the denatives for your sedative that you had. Kevin Wise, $2. Steve, the computing version of MacGyver. I'll take it. Aiden's Burger, $5. Can we get more videos of you and Patrick doing super jank stuff? Also like seeing you at LTX. Good seeing everyone at LTX. We do have more projects we can do, so yes. David SJ, $2. Get that boy a power screwdriver. We have one. It kind of...
Battery's died.
The battery's just dead. Fav About. I actually bought that in Shenzhen also. I bought it for 200 RMB. Do you want to grab it? What is that in USD? I overpaid. It's $28. I didn't barter with him at all, but I was just like, yeah, sure, why not?
It's a pretty good screwdriver.
It is actually not bad, but it's a bit weak because the batteries are dead. It's a bit weak anyway because the batteries aren't enough power, I guess. But yeah, it wasn't bad. It was $28 for that, which is 100%. I overpaid on that one, but I just didn't really care. But we do have one. Half about, still better than a Mac. Yes. The one Nadami. Hey Steve, I had Stone in high school. Great to see GN grow even more. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Stone hangs out with us sometimes when he's not busy. The Sun Express, $5. What was your favorite restaurant while in SEG? I only ate at like Starbucks and McDonald's. So I gotta go with Shinbak, and I think we did actually. There was a good tea place called Gomcha that was next to the hotel. Andrew and I went there. That was pretty good. K9 Gaming, $2. Got an Extreme 2080 for 581 GBP or 700 used.
Using us as classified ads.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like, hey, I can. Are they asking? I don't know what the question is. Sorry. If you're asking if you should buy a 2080 Extreme for 581 or 700, then 581 does sound cheaper. So I don't know. All right, let's. We're almost to the end of these, but do you have any update? No.
I have lots of updates. They're installing right now.
What's chat saying? More reviews of crazy cases. Yes, we do want to do one of these. Someone says true American respect for my restaurant choices, I guess. Yeah, sorry. Yes, there were other options, but those are the only ones I went to. Name and model of the case to answer that question is Coleman 3-body. And someone says, go and try that T-Place. Yes, that was actually really good. Okay, we're almost through the super chats. I did cut it off at 9:49. So, how to get your merch if I'm in the UK? You can buy it on store.gamersnexus.net. We will ship it to the UK. Bad Moon TV, $1. Thank you. Slayer K92. It was great to see you at LTX. Hope to see you there next year. I will be there next year. CDG, $2. Call the GN Game Wedge. Leverage the Plexi. Oh, Paintworks. Oh, that's Line Rider. Oh, man.
Remember Line Rider?
Yes.
It's HTML5 now. It's not Flash anymore. So it actually runs.
Oh, and there's a play button.
Yeah.
Does it work?
It does if you don't screw up and put a line right at the beginning.
Yeah, I guess I'll finish reading these while you play Line Rider.
Yeah, okay.
Can you do that in an entertaining fashion? Is chat going to be happy or upset at this? All right. See. Evil Gibson, $2. Are you saying pity is a valid negotiation tactic? I mean,
yes.
Yes, it can be.
Have you seen Scrapyard Wars?
Oh, that's true. That's true. Where Linus shows up and does the highest pitched voice he can and even talks about it. And he's holding his hat in his hands and he's like, please, it's just for my gaming computer. That's right, he acts like it's when he's on the phone and he acts like he's like a kid, like 15, so that he can try and get them to sell
my poor sister's gaming computer.
Oh, he did that too, actually. Yes.
I thought I remembered that.
Yeah, that would work. Pity is a valid tactic, yes. 1, 2, 3, $5. Hi there, 1, 2, 3, greetings. Do you think a Noctua U14S is enough for my 3900X, no overclock? Yes, it is. Lisan Bond, 666, another one. Woe to you, O earth and sea, for the devil sends the beast with wrath, because he knows that time is short, comma, etc. I got part of it. Thank you, though, for reminding me of the very, very beginning. I couldn't remember that part. It was driving me crazy. Sir myself, CA4662, thank you. Man, not quite. More like 70% to me. Sorry, mate. Times 7 instead. Love your content, guys. Started by watching Linus in 2015 and kept going with you, Jay, Kyle, Paul in 2015, 16. All of you rock. Well, thank you very much. Thanks for the very generous donation, even though I only got 70% on my Iron Maiden test. But maybe next time we can do Rhyme with the Ancient Mariner and I'll do better. ZDG, I thought that was a camera battery charger cooling kit for Andrew.
No, it's his switch cooler.
Yeah,
it's on the table right here.
Oh, yeah. You forgot this. Patrick tested it, it works. Mac Drew 421. Do you think the Cascade Lake X2066 will be a viable option, improved IPC and cost, compared to a 3950X? I have a 299 Dark with an empty socket. That's sad. The 299 Dark's a really good board. That's hard to say. I have no idea what Cascade Lake X will be or do. If you're going for competitive overclocking, the 299 Dark with Cascade Lake is probably going to get you farther. If you're going further, if you're going to go with like actual use the computer, then I'd say wait for benchmarks because I have no idea. But competitive benchmarking, I'm thinking Intel's still going to be in the lead there. And when I say that, I mean like 3D Mark or something. We're almost to the bottom here. We're at 932 on the timeline. I cut it off at 949. Mr. Dr. Cheese, $5. I found the case under the brand Play Jiasan. Google search that plus 3-body. It's on a site called eBuy7. Let's not.
I'm not searching it.
Let's not open that site, but we can look for it. Thank you, though, for finding the name. Actually, I'm not going to open it on this computer. Ronald OMG, 5241-1499. What's this? Can you tell me? A bad PC build. Brad asks, $5. Thanks for the work everyone does. Thank you. Frank, what do you guys think of overclocking the Switch? Did you follow that content, Andrew? I saw Digital Foundry did a video. I haven't watched it yet. I guess I need to watch that content. Hack Rice, $2. Thank you. The case is on Taobao for 359 RMB. 359 RMB to USD. $51.
Plus shipping, I
Plus
assume.
shipping. Well, maybe. Sometimes that's subsidized, but
True.
either way, we're pretty
It's a
close
good
to that.
price.
That's not
it's,
bad.
It's a bad case, but it's a good price.
It's, yeah, I would say like collectively it's bad.
It's
but
an interesting modding project.
I think, yeah,
That's
for
a
like,
way to put it.
if you're gonna buy it from Taobao for $50, I'd say it's worth doing if you're willing to, if you want like a project car. Like if you wanna replace the top with mesh, give it some feet, stuff like that, you could get a really good case for $50 actually. Like that's a lot of fan, it's not good ones, but it's a lot of fans for $50. Thanks for finding that though, Hackrice, appreciate it. Derry Dobby, $20. Bork, I'm a dog. I don't think dogs make that noise. What would your what would your fursona be if you were a furry?
You can skip that one. You don't need to do that.
I don't know anything about that world. Nick Mosley, $2. 3700X, 5700XT, 1440p sweet spot? Question mark. Tried Z Neo review. Probably not reviewing the Neo, but we did test it with Ryzen. We have a content piece on that, and then coming up. It's not out yet. And then 1440p sweet spot. I mean, 3700X. You just as easily say 9700K and 5700XT. That would also fit that bill. You lose the extra threads, but you don't. It depends what you're doing. We talked about that in the 3700X review. Only like 4 more of these, I think. 5. Beard Tech, pouring some out for the loss of windmine.exe. The Stinky Wombat. Looking forward to enjoying whiskey in my new GN glass when it arrives. Thanks for all the reviews. Well, thank you for buying one.
It's a pretty big glass for whiskey.
Yeah, that is a big, this is a big whiskey glass. Christopher Breeden, not that we're judging. Christopher Breeden, $2. Damn, case fans could be used as a ceiling fan. Yes. Then I'll extend past the 949 here and do the last few. Wishbone, I will not rest until Beetle Adventure Racing is 4K. One day. Duck Vision, 569. Hi, Steve. I'm considering an eGPU for my 7700 HQ 1066 GB laptop. Thunderbolt 3, too restrictive to run a higher-end GPU for 4K gaming. I'm not sure. I haven't tested it. That's something I probably should know off the top of my head, but it is restrictive. I don't know if it's too restrictive. I have not tested Thunderbolt 3 with eGPUs. Brett Osborne, $4.99. LTT in pieces. Bow down to that tech Jesus. IT tickets coming soon. And that's the last one. So thank you for all the super chats and for picking up the shirts on store.gamersnexus.net. For those of you who picked those up, we really appreciate it. And someone saying, is the Ramstar SSD working? Yes. Okay, so do we have... can you change the color of your CPU fan to addressable RGB?
Nope. It's one color.
Is it G?
This one is the G one. Yes.
Okay, we also have B.
I don't even know. I'm not sure if they're colored LEDs or if it's just... No, they are colored LEDs. Because the diffuser is white. So they at least did that. They didn't just put green plastic over it.
Yeah.
Or maybe they did and it's under the white stuff.
Yes. Let's do... Can we grab Crystal Disk Mark or something? Oh, did you run Cinebench?
I started downloading Cinebench.
Oh, we're on wireless.
Yeah.
And it's... we didn't put a wireless card in there, did we?
I did a while ago. I tried plugging it in, but I don't think we have that Ethernet port connected anymore.
No, probably not. Okay, well, never mind on that, I guess. We can do Cinebench. We can wait for that.
Okay. 40 seconds.
We'll do Cinebench for everyone. Ramstad's the star of the show. Yeah, let me take a look at this build. Why are there syringes all over the floor?
I also like how this is an L right here on the game station.
Yes, and there's no, like the kerning is problematic.
Pointy 1
LB.
LB.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
That's the only one.
It's the only one. Only one. Only one. Yeah, so that's the build. We have thermal paste on the fan. There's zip ties holding the fan to the cooler because the fan it came with, although it looks fine, was too big to fit the case panel on there. And got the 560 XT. which will be tested for a separate video. I should test that cooler too once we get around to cooler testing.
I'm doing a decompression benchmark right now.
Oh yeah, and it's not good. 50 kilobytes per second. Okay, there we go. We have a mini DTX motherboard in there for the board. I'm gonna walk by here.
The syringes are on the floor because I dumped them there by accident.
Still better than the PlayStation Classic, probably. Sorry.
It made this noise when it was new too. That kind of like
The fan.
like rattling noise.
Oh man. There was something I was gonna check. Oh yeah. I was gonna link the market tour. So if you missed it, you should, or you came here instead, you definitely need to check out our market tour, which is where we bought all this stuff. I've linked it in Span's chat with it. Check that out. We're gonna start closing out the stream here after we get the Cinebench test run. And go click on that link, watch our video where we toured the marketplace and bought all the parts for this system. We did not get these LTT cable ties there though. We got those from Luke, but it was a backroom deal. He was very sneaky when he handed them to me. But we got all the other stuff in Shenzhen. You can check out that video for that. Oh, people can hear the fans. That's good.
Oh, because I'm leaning right into it.
Yeah, well, I'm glad they can hear the noise. So is 15-year-old Steve happy from the Dragon Cooler? I love the Dragon Cooler. I think that's cool. It's like very interesting. Wow, what's going on?
It didn't finish installing the graphics drivers yet. We need a reboot for that. This is not the fastest.
Someone's
I've ever
asking.
seen this run.
Yeah, it's pretty slow, low frequency. Someone's asking how much the thermal paste was. It was $5 for the gray bag, and it was less than 10 for all of the gold ones. Or it was a 10 for all of them together, I guess.
Should have gone for R15. It's gonna be a while.
Oh, is this R20?
Yeah,
Yes.
because I didn't want to
Get
have
yelled at.
to download from a different website.
Oh, Andrew. Someone in chat just said, Lil Kool-Aid Band said, please make sure Andrew gets his cooler.
Just throw it at him.
Yeah. Thanks, Lil Kool-Aid Man. He forgot it. All right. We're just waiting. Luke, do you mean Slick PC? I forgot about that. Did you know that? Luke used to be called Slick.
I'm sure he appreciates everybody reminding him about that.
I miss Luke in videos. More Luke tactic tips. We're just waiting on Cinebench.
Is this what everybody wants?
Is this what you all want? Let's pull up, I guess, while that's going. Cinebench R20. What it was, 3700X. That's the same thread count. 3700X. So
4856.
4856 is what I got. I'm thinking this is gonna be like. You wanna guess?
No,
I
don't have any
1200.
I could guess for R15. I don't have any.
Yeah,
Like,
we use
mental
R15
frame of reference.
We're gonna use R20. I'm gonna go with 1200. Here
Right,
it comes.
We'll say 1199.
It's gonna be like 2000 or something. Oh, I was right the second time.
So what is that on par with on this chart?
So that puts this CPU with this motherboard, mind you, at about a 2600X Ryzen CPU, a little bit better.
Well,
i5 8600 for an Intel reference. A little worse than the 8600K. But the CPU is like $50.
yeah.
So that's really pretty good comparatively, because a 2600X and an 8600K are both in like, at least were in the $200 territory. Not anymore, but.
Can
All
feel
right.
hot air coming out of this. This is an intake fan.
That's good. That's great. That's great. Oh, it is warm up there. Okay, well, that's the stream. Thanks for watching. Go watch our our video of the market, please. It was a lot of fun. I want to make sure people see it, check it out, because it's a bit different style of content. We worked pretty hard on it. So we'd appreciate it if you try it out. That's on the channel. And I think, oh yeah, we have a review of this case coming up soon too. Patrick worked on that. So that'll be it though. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more. We'll be using, this is your new workstation actually.
Oh, great.
I'll take yours. You can go to store.gamersnexus.net to buy our wireframe shirt or patreon.com/gamersnexus. And we will see you all next time.